What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about those 4 callouts. Let's see how they're doing. We want to progress as the weeks go on. You know, they're just like 2-week plays, and whenever you hit your price target, you hit your price target. Whenever you hit your stop loss, you hit your stop loss. That's the way we do it. So Blink's looking really good. It's powerhousing its way up to that gap fill potential. You still need to keep an eye on your breakout somewhere in that $15 range. Could be a heavy rejection. So keep an eye on it, working its way through these channels very nicely since we talked about it back here on Sunday night. So yeah, if you waited for that entry line down here around the trend line, very patient, very nice. You know, most of these things got a gap down because of what was a jobs report that came out then. So got that gap down to the trend line, and it is just rocketing. So if you got into Blink, congratulations. Keep an eye on it. You always want to know where you need to get out. $15 in my opinion is going to be a little bit of a resistance, but it is working its way up there, and it's only another $1. Like I always say, you don't need every penny on these plays. Don't get greedy. Just take what's in front of you if you are happy and content. Carvana, I think we said be patient, wait for that entry around $7.60 roughly. It took a little bit more of a pullback there, so maybe some of you guys actually hit a stop loss. I hope you did, and you regained your entry down here around the trend line. But either way, you are profitable right now, which is awesome. I'm happy to see that. Maybe you took your profits at the first call out. Maybe you're still in here riding it. So far, riding the trend. So, I mean, everything looks okay as far as Carvana is going. I think I saw a little bit of report about insider buying even going on there with Carvana. So if insiders are buying, that's good. You know, if they're selling, that's bad. Look into it. Do your own DD. I don't do DD. I just do technical setups as far as my plays go, and whenever I'm looking into them and calling them out. I don't know what went on with FUV. I thought it was a penny stock. It's still kind of looking like a penny stock as far as my charts are going, but I look at the price and it's at $8.89. They did some sort of reverse split, I'm going to assume, on Monday, which would have pushed them up. So, I mean, as far as the reverse split goes, the float got even smaller, which is pretty nice to see. I guess you got out of that penny stock range. Let's see if it can actually hold. I would be watching that trend line very closely, though. You're almost sitting on it right now, but looking at the Ortex as far as it goes, you got a very high short interest. So will they continue to pile in here and continue to hammer this thing down? I don't know. 468.7% is what Ortex is reporting. That has not updated, I'm sure, as far as the float goes. Whenever the float got reduced or whatever happened there. This was on the bottom of my playlist, and now it's actually pretty interesting to me. I need to look into it some more. I just pulled this thing up whenever I was making my video, and I'm like, what in the world went on? Days to cover, absolutely insane, but let's say I don't know what to say about this one. It was interesting to me, and it just got a whole lot more interesting as I'm making this video. Very tight stops on this one because I don't know what's going on, but in my next update I will look into this thing more and see what is actually going on. Utilization's at 0, can't be possible. We don't have a cost to borrow average. Days to cover, they can't be 101 days, so there's some sort of flawed numbers that are going on here. So maybe the shorts did get out. Maybe you guys got into a penny stock that ran to $8 and something, and you're like, man, this is the greatest YouTuber in the world. If that was the case, that's awesome. Congratulations, because you guys are millionaires probably at this point, and you know, I'm still here. I'm just your average Joe, because I did not get into FUV. I had a whole lot more faith in a couple of the other ones, but I'm gonna look into this. Do your own DD, because I didn't do mine. I just like the setup. So let's see what happens there. But congratulations, guys, if you picked some of those winners, and if you played them, and if you're playing those levels, keep an eye on those levels. They still have some nice areas that they could technically run to if they want to. Let's look at Carvana just so that we have it in mind. Carvana, next area, if you didn't get out the first time, $8.33. I would be watching very close. Look for its trend line tap. It's going to probably come back down and test for that bounce, I would assume. And I think we're still looking, hopefully, to the upside there. Will it hit 1287? I don't know. If it breaks this 833 with strength, 968 with strength, then maybe it might hit that $12.87 for you. Blink, I think, was the other one that I'm watching. Blink has a very nice potential, but again, it's only $1. You know, at $15, do you want to risk rejection all the way back down to the 13.5 range, just trying to get an extra dollar out of it? You're traders, you guys make your own decision. You do what you want to do. And FUV, do a little bit of DD on that. That float looks insanely small if what happened is what I think what happened anyway, as far as that goes. So if it has high short interest in that extreme small float, micro caps can get squeezed pretty easy. But if they have that much more room that they can pile in, then who knows, the downside potential could be pretty big there too. So tight stops on FUV if you are playing it. But I hope you guys had a great week in the markets. You know, if you took any of these plays, congratulations. It looks like at least 3 of the 4 so far have been winners, and one of them's not terrible yet. I think it still has potential, but it just might not move. So keep an eye on that as well. All right, guys, I appreciate you coming back. I hope you have a great weekend. I will catch you in the next video. As always, stay golden, people, and may your accounts stay green.